Hello everyone and welcome to the class of economics. So dear students, now previously you have finished with 4 videos of statistics. Now again we will continue with economics, that is microeconomics, and again we will continue with chapter 2nd only, which we have left 1 month before, and it was consumers equilibrium. Now this is part 3rd, 2 videos we have completed of this, in which we have covered law of diminishing marginal utility, total utility, marginal utility and various other concepts. Now today we are going to start with consumers equilibrium in case of single commodity, meaning its examples, conditions and importance. Now starting with consumers equilibrium. When we say equilibrium, it is a state or it is a condition where everything is in balance, okay, a state of, not state of mind, but a state of rest or a position of no change. That means where a consumer do not want to have any change, okay. So what is that condition? Actually it is equilibrium condition. So the state at which a consumer derives maximum satisfaction. That means whenever a consumer use or consume certain goods, it can be either single good, it can be more than one good. So whenever he consume or use that goods, he gets satisfaction. A stage comes or a state comes when he gets maximum satisfaction, and after that he don't want to consume any more commodity of that particular good or any other good. Why? Because he has achieved maximum satisfaction from that. So we can say the state at which consumer derives or gets maximum utility or satisfaction from the consumption of one or more than one goods and services with his or her level of income. Of course, this is very important, that whenever a consumer consumes or puts some expenses on purchasing certain goods and services, when he gets maximum satisfaction, the level of income which he actually has and which he spends on certain goods and services has no tendency to change his way of expenditure. Now he don't want to spend any more unit on purchasing that particular goods. Why? Because when he puts certain expenses, when he purchase that particular goods of 2 rupees, 4 rupees, 10 rupees or more than that, so he gets maximum satisfaction from that particular amount which he spent out of his level of income. So he was completely satisfied, or he is completely satisfied with that particular goods after spending some unit of money from his level of income. Now when he attained the maximum utility or maximum satisfaction, now he don't want to, or he don't have any tendency or any mindset to spend more amount or more unit of money on that particular good. Why? Because he achieved maximum satisfaction. So this stage can be called as consumers equilibrium stage, when he is completely satisfied with particular goods and the amount which is spent from his level of income. Now what are the assumptions of attaining consumers equilibrium? When he achieved the state or condition of consumers equilibrium, now what are the assumptions? That means what should be kept in mind when he attained the consumers equilibrium state or condition? For consumers equilibrium in case of single commodity, as I said, that consumer equilibrium can be achieved in case of single commodity when he consume one good only, or it can be achieved from more than one good. It can be 2 good commodities or more than that. So for consumers equilibrium in case of a single commodity, that means when he consume a single commodity, we assume that consumer is rational and thus attempt to maximize his or her total utility. That means consumer is very rational towards what kind of goods he wanted to purchase or where he wanted to put his expenses and to maximize his total utility. Second is fixed level of income. That means it should be it should be attained that a level of income should not change. That means if a consumer's level of income is increased, suppose for example, if his level of income will be increased, then he will consume more and more goods or some other goods of high quality or superior quality. So his expenses or that criteria will be going to change. Now here what we assume in case of consumer equilibrium, when a consumer achieved this stage in case of single commodity, we need to assume, we need to keep in mind that his level of income should not change, it should be same. Fixed price of a commodity, even with that the price of the commodity should not be changed, it should be same only. Then only he can achieve the maximum utility after consumption of a single commodity. That means his level of income, his income should not change, the price of the commodity should not be changing. Then second is the case of 2 commodity, that is in case of consumer equilibrium for 2 or more than 2 commodities. So what should be assumed by us? First is consumer is rational, again the same point of single commodity. Consumer is rational and strives to maximum his or her total utility. Each and every consumer, you or me, we all wanted to maximize our satisfaction when we consume certain goods, or when we put some expenses, when we spend some amount of money from our side to purchase a goods and services. We want that we should be maximum satisfied from that particular good. So we wanted to utilize it properly. So consumer is rational and strives to maximize his or her total utility from that particular goods. It can be 2 or more than 2 goods. Then fixed level of income. Again the same criteria should be there, that the level of income of a consumer should not change. Fixed price of commodities. Even with that, the whatever commodities which he purchased or which he used, 2 or more than 2, okay, it is not a case of single commodity, it is a case of 2 or more than 2 commodities. So this criteria should be taken care. Thus he is a rational and he wanted to maximize his total utility. Second, the level of income should not change, and third, the price should be fixed of each and every commodity whichever he consumed. And fourth is commodities are homogeneous or perfect substitute. That means all those commodities which he is going to purchase or which he is going to consume to attain consumer equilibrium, all should be homogeneous. That means all should be similar in shape, size, quantity, quality, everything should be same only. Then only we can achieve consumer's equilibrium. Say for example, if the quality of the product is not same, one product which he purchased is of 5 rupees, another for 6 rupees, another for 10 rupees, then 12 rupees. So each and every, as he is moving to successive units, one after the other, each and every unit will be going to give him more satisfaction than the previous one, because the quality differs with the price. The product of 5 rupees will give him less utility. Why? Because the quality of the product is deteriorating, maybe cheap one, then 6 rupees, then 7, then 10 rupees. So each and every, as the price is increasing, the quality of the product will be going to increase, and it will give him more and more satisfaction than the previous one. So here what we need to see is, we need to make sure that the commodities are of similar nature. It must be of same quality, exactly same in terms of price, quality, quantity, size, shape, etc. Okay. Now finally we are moving to consumer's equilibrium in case of single commodity. How consumer attain this particular stage when he consume only one commodity, same commodity. Like the law of DMU, that is diminishing marginal utility. If you could remember, we have finished this particular topic before time. Diminishing marginal utility, that means as a consumer is consuming more and more each and every successive unit of a single commodity, his utility or his satisfaction is going to diminish, because monotonously he is consuming that particular good. So his marginal utility will be going to diminish, or his satisfaction will be going to decrease only. So here in case of consumer equilibrium, in case of single commodity, law of DMU applies here. And because law of DMU applies here, it explains consumer equilibrium in case of single commodity properly. A consumer purchasing single commodity will be at its equilibrium. Now here what we wanted to tell is, a consumer can attain a equilibrium stage when he consume only a single commodity, when he is buying such a quantity of, that means this particular commodity he is consuming in such a way that actually we wanted to say the quantity of the commodity should be same. Just like I said before time, that all those products, all those commodity must be of homogeneous nature. Homogeneous nature means it must be same in size, quality, quantity, shape, everything. So when he is buying such a quantity which is of homogeneous nature of that commodity, which gives him maximum satisfaction, and all those commodities, that single commodity, all those whenever he consume, he will get maximum satisfaction. The number of units which he will be consuming or to be consumed of the given commodity depends on 2 factors. That means the number of commodities which he is going to consume, it can be 4, 5, 6 or 7, and he will consume those commodity till when he attained maximum satisfaction. So this particular thing depends on two factors, that is price of the given commodity, which must be same. Second, expected utility. Now here expected utility means marginal utility from each successive unit. A consumer attains equilibrium at such level where marginal utility derived from the consumption of a particular commodity is equal to the price paid for the commodity. That means when a consumer is attaining maximum satisfaction, a stage when the price of the commodity, okay, and the satisfaction, that is marginal utility or expected utility which he will get, it is same in numbers. When it is same, that is, say for example, a good is of 10 rupees, okay, you consume 5 units of that 10 rupees goods. One stage comes, that is at 4th unit it comes, that the price of the and you will get marginal utility also from those 5 consuming those 5 goods. It can be say for example 20, 18, 16, 14 and 10. So when you attain marginal utility as 10 and the price of that particular good is also 10. So here we can see that marginal utility and price of the commodity are exactly same. This is the stage or condition when he attains consumer's equilibrium in case of single commodity. Now equilibrium condition. What is the condition of the equilibrium? Consumer, same thing which we have studied, now I am explaining in detail. Consumer in consumption of a single commodity, say for example the commodity is X, we name it X, will be at equilibrium when marginal utility which he gets from the X, that particular unit, is equal to price of X. Px means price of X commodity, okay. So when this stage comes, that is marginal utility and price of X is exactly same at one point in the table, then we can say that this is the stage of that consumer attains its equilibrium. Here Px stands for the price of 1 unit of a commodity and X stands for the marginal utility of commodity X. A rational consumer means a wise consumer, okay, an intelligent consumer we can say, who is having a good purchasing power and he try to spend that amount of money where he can get the maximum satisfaction, okay. So a rational consumer would continue to purchase more or less of a commodity until such marginal utility derived from it meets the price of that commodity. That means a single rational consumer or a wise consumer continues to purchase that commodity or continues to use that particular commodity till when he attains the consumer's equilibrium. When he attains this stage of consumer equilibrium, that means when he is maximum satisfied with that product, after that he tries not to consume that good. Why? Because if he tries to consume that good, his marginal utility will be going to decrease. He will not get any satisfaction. That can be the stage of point of satiety, that is 0, when stage comes when his satisfaction comes at 0. We did this in law of DMU if you could remember, and after that it will go to negative satisfaction. If the marginal utility of a product is higher, that means a point comes when marginal utility is more, that is in the first time when he consumed the first unit of the commodity, his marginal utility will be at its maximum, then its price. A consumer will consume more of it, then that stage a consumer will consume more of it. Why? Because now he is at the first stage when he first consumed the first unit of the commodity, he gets maximum satisfaction. So he continues to consume the commodity. Why? Because he is maximum satisfied with that until marginal utility falls, and he will consume that unit of commodity till when marginal utility falls and reaches the price level. And when he reaches the price level, that is 10 utility and 10 rupees of that unit of commodity, single unit, after that he is not going to consume. By the way, if he consumes the goods, then he will get less satisfaction, that is his marginal utility will diminish. Similarly, if the marginal utility of product is lower, that means if the same marginal utility of that particular product is lower, that is it is less its price, a consumer would reduce his or her consumption. Same thing which I said, that if the marginal utility is less than its price, then he will consume less or he will reduce his consumption of that particular commodity because he is no more satisfied with that particular product now. Let us now determine the consumer's equilibrium if the consumer spend his entire income. Now we assume that a consumer is spending his entire income on purchasing that single commodity. Suppose the consumer, it's an example, suppose the consumer wants to buy a good, okay, the good is say X, okay, any good we can say it is X, which is priced at rupees 10 rupees. That means one single unit of this X commodity is priced at 10 rupees per unit, okay. Further, suppose that marginal utility derived from each successive unit, that means as he is consuming every alternate successive unit, the marginal utility is determined and is given in the table. Now we will go with the table, then you will surely understand it in better way. Now you can see these are the units which the particular consumer consumes. That means he consumes at least 6 units of that particular commodity. And what is the commodity? It is X. We assume that it is X. Okay. Second column is of price of X in rupees. Okay. So we assume that price of, it is a single commodity, that is X, and we assume that the price are same, because we need to assume these are the assumption of consumer equilibrium in case of single commodity and in case of 2 or more than 2 commodities, that the price of the commodity should not change, it must be same. So we assume that the price of each and every commodity, all 6 units of the commodity, it is 10 rupees only. Now what happens with marginal utility? And as I said in the previous videos also, the marginal utility we need to assume or we need to calculate in utils. Okay, this is one monetary term in which we can assume it. So marginal utility, what we see, when he consumed first unit of the commodity of 10 rupees, his marginal utility was maximum. Marginal utility means the satisfaction which he gets from consuming this unit, using this unit, that is 20, it is at maximum. As he consumed the second utility, price is again same, but marginal utility diminishes from 20 to 16. Further he consumed third unit, again the marginal utility diminished from 16 to 10. Then he consumed fourth unit, again the utility diminished to 4. A stage comes when he consumed fifth unit. Now what we see, that the marginal utility diminishes or it comes downward from 4 to it becomes 0. 0 means no satisfaction. Now when he is using the same single commodity again and again, after using it is a monotonous process, okay. Now he is bored with that product, okay, maybe. So his satisfaction level comes to 0, that means no satisfaction at this stage. Again if he tries to consume 6th unit, that is one more unit of that particular commodity, now it will goes to negative, that means no satisfaction and negative satisfaction it will get, so it will be minus 6. So what we notice here, again I said law of, okay, what we notice is the marginal utility, it is goes on diminishing because law of DMU apply here, that is diminishing marginal utility, and which says or which defines that as a consumer consumes each and every successive unit, his state of utility or satisfaction level will goes on decreasing because of application of law of DMU. Now what is we notice in marginal utility in X commodity, that is when we assume that one util is equal to 1 rupees. So what we notice when we divide, when we say one util is equal to 1 rupees, we need to divide each and every marginal utility with 1, and what we get, the same number, that is 20, 16, 10, 4, 0 and minus 6. Again it is also diminishing. Now what is the difference between marginal utility and price of X? This is the main part of the this particular aspect or concept. When we tries to notice or when we tries to find out कि when a consumer is attaining consumer's equilibrium state, that means he is fully and maximum satisfied with that. Now what we notice, the difference between marginal utility of X and price of X. So we need to subtract, when we want to point out the or make out the differences, we need to subtract. Now what we subtract here, the marginal utility with the price of the commodity, that is mu of X minus p of X, that is price of X. So what we get is 20 minus 10, this 20 and this 10, okay, remember student. So 20 minus 10 is 10, then 16 minus 10 is 6, then 10 minus 10 is 0, then 4 minus 10 is minus 6, and 0 minus 10 is minus 10, minus 6 minus 10 is minus 16. Now what we notice here, basically, we are not going to a deep detail part, but what we notice here, that the difference is again going to diminish, and this stage comes when price of the commodity and marginal utility, which is same, exactly same. Now this stage can be called as the consumer's equilibrium. These are remarks, okay. That is what we notice in each and every stage. Now here we can see that in these two stages, marginal utility is more than the price. Here also marginal utility is more than the price. So what we notice is marginal utility of X is greater than price of X. So consumer will increase the consumption. When he attain this particular stage, when he notice that from price of the commodity my utility is increasing, so he will try to maximize the commodity, maximize the satisfaction after consuming every commodity. That means he will increase his consumption. Now at this stage, when his utility and the price of the commodity is exactly same and he gets 0, that means this is the stage of consumer's equilibrium, when he attains, when he is satisfied fully with that particular product in comparison to its price. So we can say marginal utility of X is equal to price of X. After that, if he tries to consume more and more of that good, what will happen? The utility will be going to diminish in comparison with the price of the commodity. So 4 minus 10 minus 6, here also minus 10 and minus 16. What we notice is utility is less and price is more. When such stage comes, that means he is not getting any more satisfaction. So we can say marginal utility of X is less than price of X. So consumer will decrease the consumption. So I hope you understand the thing. Now this is the diagram of that same consumer's equilibrium in case of single commodity. Now what we notice is the curve which is downward sloping, and why it is downward sloping? This curve is downward sloping just because the marginal utility or the satisfaction level is going to diminish. Now at OY axis we can say that we have marginal utility and price of the commodity. At OX axis we are having units of commodity which he consumed, and how many units of commodity he consumed? 6 units all, okay. As he consumed the first unit, we can see that this curve, first unit when he consumed, it was utility which he got is 20. When he consumes second unit of the commodity, he gets the satisfaction as 16. When he consumes third unit of the commodity, the satisfaction he will get is 10. So in the same way, at this particular stage, when third unit he consumed, the satisfaction which he get was 10 and the price of the commodity was also 10. So this can be the stage of consumer's equilibrium where marginal utility is equal to price of X. After that, when he consumed fifth unit of that commodity, what we notice that the utility which he get was 0, that is 10 minus 10, okay, it was 0, which we can call as point of satiety. Satiety means satisfaction. Same thing which we did in diminishing marginal utility also, table and diagram was same. Now when he consumed 6 unit of that commodity, his utility was in negative. That is why this curve is crossing or intersecting this particular line, okay. So what we notice here in this particular figure, that the consumer attains its equilibrium at point E, and this point E will be called as stage of equilibrium, okay, when marginal utility of X and is equal to price of X. Now in figure, marginal utility of X curve slopes downward, indicating that the marginal utility falls with successive consumption of a commodity X due to operation of law of DMU, as I said, and price of X is a horizontal. What we noticed that the price of that commodity, it was a horizontal straight line, as price is fixed at rupees 10. Why? Because the prices were of all 6 units were same. From the given schedule and diagram, it is clear that the consumer will be at equilibrium at point E, as I explained you, when he consumed 3 units of the commodity X, because at point E marginal utility was X is equal to price of X. Now similarly, it can be concluded that a consumer in consumption of a single commodity, say X, will be at equilibrium when marginal utility from the commodity, that is marginal utility of X, is equal to price of X paid for the commodity, paid out of his level of income. So what we notice is a consumer can attain his equilibrium in case of single commodity, when price of the commodity and the marginal utility which he will get must be same. Okay. After that, if he goes on using or consuming successive unit, the utility will be going to diminish only. So, dear students, this is all for today's video. In the next video, we will again start with consumer equilibrium, same point, but in case of 2 or more than 2 commodities. And one more thing which I wanted to tell you, whatever part of videos we are explaining you, go through that, and along with that, whatever PDF I am sending you, okay, from the school's website, PDFs which are received by you, please try to note it. That means try to make certain good notes so that you can refer it after whenever you have an exams. So, try to make your notes in your notebook properly. PDF I am sending you, along with that you can take help from your books also. Till then, thank you, goodbye.